Okay, so first proper print. There's 4 pieces to this, but it's going to be a rear cover for the display with the SD card holder there and some other bits. So it's going to be a rear cover for the display with a little holder at the top, and then there'll be another piece here that allows this ribbon cable to be fed neatly around the front, down the side and into here. Now I think there's some other bits, there's probably some clips and other bits and pieces, but it started off here. I pushed the filament through, but I don't know whether it's going to come back and do that little bit that's missing just there, but it seems to be doing it all so far just fine. It's obviously going to take a hell of a long time. I think this is about 3.5 hours. I don't know why it did that little strand and sort of circle and then back over to here either. No idea. I don't think it's going to make any difference. And this is only the first print, so this is all new. This is the completely unmodified machine. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it. I don't particularly like how tight that spool wire is going, but we'll be modifying that so it's mounted on the side at some point. I thought this would be a nice thing to try first of all. So yeah, we'll be back later. So, looks like we've made a schoolboy error here. I didn't realise in the software that there's an option called platform adhesion type, and there seems to be a few options. None is one. In fact, I'll show you. So platform adhesion type, we have none, brim and raft. Now brim, tells you brim adds a single layer, thick flat area around your object, which is easy to cut off afterwards and is the recommended option. Raft adds a thick raster below the object and a thin interface between this and your object. So yeah, it looks like we should have picked none, because it sat there and spent an hour printing out a lovely flat plastic bed, and only then now has it started printing the actual mount, the actual rear case. I've got no idea whether I'm going to be able to remove that from the bed that it's made for it. So yeah, looks like a bit of a mistake there. So hey, you know, that's what these things are for. Make a few mistakes, and I'll let it finish, It's only what 19% of the way through. It's got a little bit longer to go, but what it's printing is fine. So it was happily printing away, and I've just come out just to see what's going on, what stage we're at. It's beginning to build the sides up, and I don't think I can ever use this one because it's going to be stuck to that bed that it laid down first, but unfortunately I just knocked the card reader, and obviously it froze completely. I've had to power it off, but fortunately when I powered it back on again, it said, would you like to resume the print? So it's just heated the bed up. Now it's heating the extruder, so I'm hoping that will kick in again in a minute and resume printing. That is a very useful feature if it will do that successfully. A little way to go there on the heat. That is a bit of an unusual card reader slot. So normally when you press and click the card in, it stays there, and you have to press it in and release it to pull it out. But this, although it's clicked in, you can actually just put it straight back out again. So it'll be a hell of a lot better when this is all these parts have been printed, and I can have the card reader hopefully on the back here, and it will be out of the way. I'm not risking being pulled out like that. Silly mistake. We're nearly up to temperature again now. Seems to be happy enough doing that. Perhaps a couple of little strands just there where it started, but might be a major problem. Ooh, I like the sound of that much. Whoa, what's going on there? Well, no, that's definitely not working. There is, yeah, something's gone badly wrong there. The head's all over the place, so it looks like that is not going to resume printing. Interesting feature, but doesn't work. So just lifted that bed up and taken this off, and actually that comes off very easily, and this sort of lattice work does actually come off quite easily as well. Don't know what sort of finish it will leave, but it'll be a bit of a mess. I can't really do it with one hand, but you get the idea. So we are going to have to start this again with no platform adhesion type, I guess. That's what it would have been like. Don't know where it's getting that white plasticky stuff from. Yeah, so you obviously can build a nice smooth bed for it, like so, if you need it, and then print it away. So we are going back to the drawing board with that one, and we'll set it off again with no base, and this time I won't touch the memory card slot. Okay, so restarted, and 46% so far. Let's have a look. This is obviously directly onto the bed this time. I was a bit bothered when it first started because it put this really thin film all around the outside that you can see, and it didn't take first of all right in this corner. Well, not first of all, it just didn't take, but I think actually it was just, you see, it was just to clear the nozzle through and make sure the filament was flowing properly, and then it started the print proper. Yeah, all looking pretty good so far. This should have been printed in ABS, so I've ordered some ABS filament which should arrive tomorrow. I may well redo it again, but I just wanted to get something done today just as a bit of practice. Okay, so we are at 94% and seems to have done a pretty good job so far. You can see the strange marks in the sidewall there, and they correspond with, comes back, pieces inside. So I don't know whether that is something that you can adjust, or I don't know whether that's in any way improvable, but I'm quite happy with this so far. It's been happily printing away. You can see how it does slopes, and you can see the steps there. Again, I don't know whether you can sand this material and just smooth out steps like that. It's hardly a major issue. It's the back cover of this display. Apparently the ABS that it should be made in is a bit of a nightmare to work on, and the machine should be an enclosure in an enclosure, and I guess that's to keep the air temperature stable and warm all around the print. So not much more to go. It's got to go a little bit higher here, and the SD card, which is maybe back there if it's going to come into view. Yeah, the SD card just there has got to be filled in at the top. At the moment it's just putting strengthening pieces in as it builds up the wall of the SD card holder back there. So yeah, getting there. Looks like this one will be successful. The little plastic strips you see here and here, they are to feed the flexi ribbon cable through, and then the other parts that we've got to print are here. Other three parts, I've put them all on the same bed. I'll transfer them across onto this, and that will be all four parts printed then. And then that will plug in there, cable will run round underneath through the back of the display and up into the new display rear case. So I should neaten things up a bit. 100% now. So, just finished. That took nearly 3 hours to do, and yeah, I'm just going to go into the prepare and disable the steppers, and there we go. Just that rough slope on there. It filled in the holes with the walls, because they were 2 walls with just little zigzag fillers, and then it got to the top and filled everything in. Hole at the bottom for the ribbon. And hopefully that will just pop off. Let's put the camera down, I think, and do this. See if we can carry on filming by putting it on a box or something. Let's see if that's still filming. Yeah, I think it is. There we go. It's got that sort of white finish again. I'll have to ask the guys what that is, because it disappears when you put hot air on it. So let me just pick off this bit of filament. It laid that out first. I've already pulled the filament out, and let me grab the camera again, and let's put it against, what can we put it against? Maybe just here. So I'm going to bring it over to the other bench so you can see. That's pretty good. Now just watch how this disappears with some hot air. Be real careful here, because you can overheat it. There, you see that? I don't know what it is. Don't want to overheat anything. Just needs a waft of hot air over it, and that just goes. Just can't imagine what that is. I'm sure somebody will know and be able to tell me. That's pretty much got it cleared off. So yeah, I mean, it's just warmed it up, but it's taken that finish off, and apart from those little blemishes there, that's not bad. I'm not complaining about any of that. They do coincide with these bits inside, so I guess that's normal. I just don't know, but everything looks pretty good. There's a couple of little bits that might need picking out in the, as you can see, the 3 has got a just a little bit of filament there. That's pretty good. Oh, and it looks like that hole there has got a piece just going across it. Same possibly with that one, just a little bit at the top of that hole. Other than that, that is, oops, as he drops it straight on the floor, that is pretty good. So now we'll just have to see if it actually fits, and I've got to print those other bits up. So yeah, not a bad first test run, I think.